We come at last to the I think, therefore I am moment, now in the Meditations on First Philosophy, not the Discourse on Method, the sequel book, and we are still dealing with the Donald Kress translation published by Hackett. Meditation 2 contains this material. Meditation 2 concerns the nature of the human mind, in particular the fact that it is better known than the body. Descartes says, yesterday's meditation, so he waits for one day and resumes, yesterday's meditation has thrown me into such doubts that I can no longer ignore them, yet I fail to see how they are to be resolved. It is as if I had suddenly fallen into a deep whirlpool. I am so tossed about that I can neither touch bottom with my foot nor swim up to the top. Nevertheless, I will work my way up and will once again attempt the same path I entered upon yesterday. The doubt has left him disoriented. I will accomplish this by putting aside everything that admits of the least doubt, as if I had discovered it to be completely false. So he's repeating the exercise of yesterday, repeating the disorienting doubt until he can find something solid to hold on to. I will stay on this course until I know something certain, or, if nothing else, until I at least know for certain that nothing is certain. Archimedes sought but one firm and immovable point in order to move the entire earth from one place to another. Just so, great things are also to be hoped for if I succeed in finding just one thing, however slight, that is certain and unshaken. He needs an absolutely certain belief, just one. And great things are to be hoped for if he can find it. Therefore, I suppose that everything I see is false. I believe that none of what my deceitful memory represents ever existed. I have no senses whatever. Body, shape, extension, movement, and place are all chimeras. What then will be true? Perhaps just the single fact that nothing is certain. I should pause to say there's something odd in the phrasing here. I suppose that everything I see is false. I believe that none of what my deceitful memory represents ever existed. I have no senses whatever. I think this is better taken as hypothetical. Suppose is a clearer word, at least in the English here, than believe. I don't think the point is believing that nothing I think is real, or nothing I used to think is real. The point is just not believing that it's real. It's not believing that it's unreal. It's just not believing that it's real. It's not disbelief so much as it is doubt, or withholding of all opinions as much as possible. Body, shape, extension, movement, and place are all chimeras. Everything in three-dimensional space is all not real. What then will be true? Perhaps just the single fact that nothing is certain. But how do I know that there is not something else over and above all these things that I have just reviewed, concerning which there's not even the slightest occasion for doubt? Is there not some God, or by whatever name I might call him, who instills these very thoughts in me? This will actually be part of his argument for the reality of three-dimensional space later, but not yet. First we'll have to prove God exists based on something certain. Something more certain than God. God may be metaphysically the most certain thing, but God is not epistemologically the most certain thing. I'm saying this a little too early, so, if you don't know Descartes, hold on to that thought. It'll be important later. Is there not some God, etc.? But why would I think that, since I myself could perhaps be the author of these thoughts? Am I not then at least something? But I've already denied that I have any senses in any body. Still I hesitate, for what follows from this? Am I so tied to a body and to the senses that I cannot exist without them? But I have persuaded myself that there's absolutely nothing in the world, no sky, no earth, no minds, no bodies. Is it then the case that I too do not exist? So, he can easily doubt his body, but that's not the important question. The important question is, can he doubt his own existence? But doubtless, I did exist if I persuaded myself of something. But there is some deceiver or other. He's really going over the first meditation's main ideas so briefly. But there is some deceiver or other who is supremely powerful and supremely sly, and who is always deliberately deceiving me, the evil demon character from last meditation. Then too, there is no doubt that I exist, if he is deceiving me. And here we come to the Archimedean point. Here we come to the solid ground he can hold on to. Here we come to the one certain thing on which he can begin to rebuild knowledge. Let him do his best at deception. He'll never bring it about that I am nothing so long as I shall think that I am something. Thus, after everything has been most carefully weighed, it must finally be established that this pronouncement, I am, I exist, is necessarily true every time I utter it or conceive it in my mind. And that's it. That's it. That's the I think, therefore I am moment. And there's a whole lot that follows on it. He's going to spend quite some time next paralleling part 4 of the discourse, and you go back and review what I said on the subject at the time, but he's going to spend a lot of time studying what exactly he is, this I think, therefore I am creature. I think, therefore I am being, this mind that unquestionably exists. But all that's for another time. At the moment, let's just, at the risk of redundancy, say he cannot doubt his own existence. And as long as he is doubting, as long as he is being deceived by the evil demon, hypothetically, there can be no doubt that he exists. You have to exist in order to be doubting. You have to exist in order to be deceived. I think, therefore, I am.